Every man has two lives, and the second starts when he realizes he has just one.
Reminder that if you want to be exceptional, you're going to be different from everyone else. That's what makes you exceptional. You can't fit in and also be exceptional. Both have discomfort. When you fit in, you have internal conflict because you're not being 100% you. When you're exceptional, you have external conflict because everyone sees you as different. Pick one. When your friends start to say, "You've changed," remember, it's because they don't know how to say, "You've grown."
When you work on yourself, Lee, it's fucking tremendous. It is tremendous because you pour more into the other parts. Listen, when you're cheating yourself somewhere, you're cutting yourself short in other avenues of your life. The same, when you destroy yourself, it affects everything. That same fucking nickel, when you look out for yourself, it helps you in different areas.
Is it
when you were walking out of that kettlebell class on Friday and you went all 3 days,
right?
How good did you really feel in your heart?
I loved it, yeah.
You felt like you had really accomplished something. What did it make you do? Go home, smile, take a shower? It made you come here, you were a little happier. You did what you had to do for the week at whatever cost. That is the goal. To get up on Sunday and go, you know what, this week I'm gonna go to the gym 3 times. On Sunday morning, you say this to yourself, just 3 times. And you walk out of the 3rd time, you know, this week I'm gonna write 3 paragraphs in my book. These are why you start with these little goals, because it empowers the rest of your life.
He was like, champions are broken. We're like, huh? It's like people look at champions and try and find something that champion has that they don't have. He's like, but it's not that at all. He's like, they lack something everyone else has, which is an off button. They just don't stop. And at the end of the day, like, if we're optimizing for outcomes, then the most broken person will win. The person who has the absolute biggest, desire for achievement, the absolute biggest fear or pain that they're running away from, and the hardest impulse control. Now, impulse control, most people would agree, is a good thing. The other two, not as much. And so, what are we optimizing for? What problem are we solving? It's my favorite. It's probably the number one most frequently asked question that I ask to our portfolio companies whenever we're about to do anything, which is, what problem are we solving? If the problem that we're solving is that I want to be content, well, there's a lot of ways to do that. You don't need to do all these other things. If the problem you're solving is that you want to be the richest man in the world, well, you're going to have a lot of superiority complex, you're going to have a lot of crippling insecurity, and you're going to have a lot of impulse control, and you're going to have to wait a long time.
When you grow up, you tend to get told that the world is the way it is, and your life is just to live your life inside the world, try not to bash into the walls too much, try to have a nice family life, have fun, save a little money. But life, that's a very limited life. Life can be much broader once you discover one simple fact, and that is everything around you that you call life was made up by people that were no smarter than you. And you can change it. You can influence it. You can build your own things that other people can use. And the minute that you understand that you can poke life and actually something will, if you push in, something will pop out the other side, that you can change it, you can mold it. That's maybe the most important thing, is to shake off this erroneous notion that life is there and you're just going to live in it, versus embrace it, change it, improve it, make your mark upon it.
So the growth, the progress, even if you don't achieve it yet, but you start losing weight, or you start building muscle, or you start making your relationship better, or you start to build a business, the progress is what makes you feel alive, because we're all made to either grow or die. If your relationship's not growing, it's dying. If your business is not growing, it's dying. There's no in-between bullshit. That doesn't work. You need a path. And so if you want to make your relationship better, your business better, your life better, it starts with knowing what you want. You gotta say, what do I want? Why do I want it? And what kind of person would I have to be to have that stay? And then you got a second step where you got to find and tell yourself the truth, which is there's a gap between where I am and where I want to be. And don't bullshit yourself. Don't go, I'm a little overweight, or I'm fat because I'm big boned. No, you're fat because you have poor habits, right? To grow out of it is you have to see what's causing you to have that gap. And it's one of only a couple things. Either you got fear, so you're not taking action, Or you might have, for example, some limiting beliefs like it never works, I've tried everything, the good ones are gone, so you don't even begin. Or you might have some emotion gets in the way, or a bad habit, or maybe you're just missing the skill. Like no one's ever taught you how to make money or grow a business or have a great relationship. So you're learning on the job, and it's painful to learn on the job. So I've always said, find somebody who's extraordinary at something, or many people. Figure out what they're doing and do that.
As I've gotten a potentially more comfortable life, I have to force myself to do things I'm afraid of, or I do think that I would just kind of get weak and fall apart.
Comfort is a warm and enticing poison.
Yep.
And it's a slow poison.
Yep.
You can take a little bit of it on the couch, just relaxing.
And it is
take
nice.
a little of it, it's nice. But don't let that get into your veins, because it'll make the rest of your life harder, because you're gonna encounter hard things. And if the hard thing that you don't voluntarily subscribe to, the hard thing that you don't force yourself into isn't harder than the other things in life, you're gonna have a hard time managing.
Yeah, and it's voluntary.
It has to be voluntary.
You have to choose it.
You have to have discipline.
There's a...
I think characters like cardio. I think you have to keep it up.
Yep.
I do.
Yeah.
I really do. You take a few weeks off of cardio, you're like, I think that's the same with character. And I think it's the same with doing difficult things, and also self-assessing, honestly, knowing where you fucked up. There's moments that you have, I'm sure, in your life where you look back, it might have been 10 years ago. You're like, fuck, why did I say that to that dude?
Yesterday.
I didn't need to. I didn't need to say that. I shouldn't have said that. Oh, God, I was just in the wrong place, wrong time, wrong headspace. Why did I do that? Oh, I was drunk. Why did I say that? Why did I do that? Those things, you should know those too. You don't absolve yourself of those things. Know those things are real, and just always constantly strive to do better. The problem is when people fuck up, they think of themselves as that fuck up. And that's a difficult thing for someone with a bad past. Like, dudes have been in jail. It's really difficult for them.
That becomes their identity.
It becomes a part of who you recognize. That's a part of your behavior characteristics. You don't think of yourself as the best you when you made the right decision, when your friend calls you and you could tell him, I'm busy, bro, I can't help you. Be like, I can put that shit aside, go help my boy. And go help your friend. And then you show up for him. It's like, dude, you're here for me. Thank you, brother.
So much.
I appreciate it so much, man.
If you want to be great, you want to be baddest motherfucker ever at what you do, you can be misunderstood by everybody, because you're going to be so fucking obsessed and so driven to get there. That's what it takes.
That's the truth.
It takes every second of your fucking life. Anybody says balance? Yeah, balance is important for a lot of fucking people. It is. But if you want to fucking go to that edge where people do not like you, don't understand you, question everything you fucking do, you've arrived. When you are misunderstood to the point where fucking people think you're psycho and you're nuts and you're this and that, why are you in the fucking gym at 1 o'clock in the fucking morning? You just got through doing an op for fucking 13, 14 hours at the Ranger School, man, at the gym. What's wrong? You will never understand what is wrong with me. And that's why I'm so fucking glad you don't, because I'm in the right fucking spot. When people don't understand you anymore, you're in that spot of obsession and drive. Where people are like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? I don't want to talk to you, man, because you're not going to get it. You're not going to get it.
Boom.
Don't want you to get it.
Yeah.
Don't want you to get it.
Stop running from the potential of what you can be, guys. It's inside of you. It's always been there. Grab a buddy of yours. Say, man, me and you are going to fucking do this together. And you're going to be on my ass if I start slacking. I'm going to be on your ass if I start slacking. And I'll never accept mediocre again. I'm always gonna give it my 110 fucking %. That's the only thing I can ever say a solid day's work. That's all that will ever find peace in. If you guys do not do that, I promise you, your life will haunt you for the rest of your days. If there's potential inside of you, which you know it's there, but you're too scared to tell anyone else about it, and you go on and on, get older and older and older and older, and the windows of opportunity start to close, and you knew it could have been given birth to, but you never did it, I promise you, it will haunt you. It'll be more, it's a living nightmare, dude. That fact that you have the ability to do something and you're too weak to fucking turn the key and start the engine on it is a greater disappointment and a greater burden to carry than any of this physical sweat equity or pain in the gym or sacrifice. All that is just nothing compared to a life where you're burdened by regret, guys. hope you guys get what the fuck I'm saying. I'm telling you what, man, once you get it, come on over this side of the fence, you don't see fucking problems anymore, man. You see situations. You see possibilities. And you can't wait to get them started, man. You're like, why did I wait so long to engage? It doesn't matter about the past. It's today. What are we doing today? What are we going to engage now? And once we engage, we commit. There's no half commitment. There's no quarter commitment. There's no three-quarter. It's full commitment. Once we engage, it's every fucking day we engage. Because that's the better life.